Hey everybody, ModelMan here, and back with the Jupiter. As you saw in the last few videos, I was doing a little bit of painting and priming, and basically I got stuck on this piece here. What that is the ramp that's going to go just out of sight. Nope, just right in there, leading to the exit. I had to pull this wall off to get access to the bolt that's down there. You can see that the front lip is glued into place there. This floor comes up to and meets with that lip flat to it. So everything from there is going to be straight downhill. What I also need to do there is to cut some outlines of those shapes to cut out in styrene to act as the 2x4s that are going to frame the place. That's painted the same color, probably to hide the situation in the show. But basically I got stuck on this piece. I've got two bottles of 2005, as you see there, but it turns out they may as well have been made in 2005 because the little bit that is in each of them is just completely solidified into a lot of gum and goo and skins and nasty crap. So I got to get to the hobby store and pick up another one or two of those. I've certainly gone through a lot on this project, and unnecessarily so, I should say. The amount of times I've painted that floor is just crazy. And so, to get out of that bit of a slump, I've decided to look around and see what's next. And it all leads back to electronics, unfortunately for me. I'd been hoping to dodge this for a while. But I may as well do something, and these few pieces are going to go fairly well, maybe take an hour or so, I bet, once I'm actually soldering and everything. Warm whites are going up in the ceilings, whether I'll be using a single segment of LED tape or a single warm white LED. I still have to determine that. I just don't know which one is going to look better. I think maybe a 5mm LED shaved down the side so it's flat with the interior there. That could look nice. That would be a single point of light shooting down. However, if it fails, that tube goes out, whereas if one of these fails, the tube stays on. So we'll take a closer look at that. The other thing that's been haunting me is how to proceed on fixing this. How to proceed on proceeding. So what I had decided to do until I got stuck with the paint there was to start from the airlock and move my way over this way and just go all the way around. After I take care of the freezer tubes in a few minutes, basically I'm just going to skip the ramp. There is some fiber optics to do in that airlock hatch there still as well. And then I'm going to move on to these guys here. The computer wall is set. This guy needs the danger ball and the danger towers installed into it. The danger ball is ready, but I have to wire up a pulsator to drive it, and the danger towers will be similar as well. And over here on Darth Vader, or maybe it looks more like a Cylon, I guess, we've got three yellow LEDs going in the top crossbar. One of them will be hooked up to the pulsator for flashing, intermittent flashing. And then below that, a red, a green, and a yellow. Possibly all three on, possibly one on. I don't know yet. And that leads into the back room, which has its own issues. And then there's a little work over on the side to do as well. Well, that'd be a cool shot if this was a double-level ship or something for real. Right? If it was like twice its size. Main deck here with a central looking down area there. Haha. And this will give me a good opportunity to try out the new camera rig. Now the question becomes, where do I set the LED? This is going to be firing directly ahead. If I set it further back, then there's the slightest chance that from the lowest angle looking in from the front window, you might see the light. Whereas if I put it way back here, the light should spread all around and then go down and help diffuse it a lot as well. So let's see. I'm going to want it perpendicular to the tube, and the tube has to be facing forward as well. Which means I need the flight deck, which means this will be a little more complicated than I was hoping. Unless I can duplicate this one here. Yeah, I need the flight deck. So to install the LED into the top of the freezer tube, I need to make a cut into a keyed part. The only 100% way accurately to make sure that I've got it right and the angles are correct is to have the freezer tube bottoms installed. If I'm going to do that, I don't want to leave them freestanding, which means I want to have the soffit ready to go down, permanently fixed and good. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. So there's no point in even looking at those freezer tubes because there's nothing to do there yet, which means I'm on to the danger ball and the danger things, towers, and the other LEDs here. So it'll be an hour or so. The simple LEDs here will be easy, but wiring up the pulsator and doing all that stuff, that'll be a little more time consuming. Because I have to set up different pulses to different things at different times, and you'll see when I get there. So let me get into it.